a package here.
Do you know about this?
She doesn't know.
Okay.
We got a package here from our friends over at the Red Table Talk.
The Red Table Talk?
Yep, Jada Pinkett and her crew.
Oh, I love them. I love you, Jada. And your mama.
Yeah, so they
Mamas matter. Hashtag.
I'm DeMira Pierre.
And I'm Willow. I'm her mother.
There we go. And this is Life is a Mother, the podcast exploring life through a mother-daughter perspective. It's a play on word. Life is a mother, it'll beat you up, but it's also something that'll teach you, and that's what mothers do. They teach you, you know, how to go through life. So, welcome back to Life is a Mother, the podcast exploring life through a mother-daughter perspective. I am DeMira Pierre, a daughter.
And I am Eula, aka known as Mama P. I'm her mom.
Yeah, so I guess we should bid the people Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Is that appropriate? It's February 2nd.
Oh yes.
The beginning of Black History Month. Okay.
Talking to the people.
Happy New Year. Excited to be back for this edition of Life is a Mother. We have a few things to talk about and get through on the docket, some sad stuff, and then some interesting stuff, and then I also have a surprise for us that I've been holding on to. You know, our great little show has been getting some traction, so if you haven't already, make sure you share, download, and subscribe to the podcast. We're available on YouTube and any podcast player. Just search Life's a Mother, and follow us on Instagram at ITSME_DDP.
And I is what? What is my?
I don't know your.
Okay, I gotta get this right. Okay, Eula, it is finished.
Okay.
That's it.
That's it?
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, follow
Facebook.
us. Follow us. Anyway, so what's been going on?
Nothing.
You got your hair laid and together.
Oh, girl.
I know you've been having some issues. It look good today.
Yeah, I'm having some issues with my hair, but it's okay. I guess that's what happens when you get a little older in life.
Okay. I wash my hair.
It looks nice. I like it.
Flourishing.
You got those waves going on, girl,
Okay.
like you got good hair up in there.
I mean, all hair is good hair.
Oh, well, I beg to differ.
Don't do this. Do not do this on the podcast.
I'm just saying, I beg to differ. I can't have my opinion.
That's not where we are in society. All hair is good hair.
And I said I beg to differ.
Okay, girl.
I'm 51 years old. I beg to differ.
You can't keep saying I'm 51 years old as a reason for your opinion. Like, that just doesn't qualify as a reason to have an opinion. Like, why do you beg to differ about all hair is good hair?
Some hair is more challenging than others. Therefore,
that is a problematic mentality.
You know, some hair is more challenging. You have to take more time. And for mothers that are out there trying to hurry up and get to work and, you know, get to, you know, wherever they're going, you know, they have children that might have difficult hair managing it. And
but that don't mean it's
I'm not saying that it's, but I'm not saying it's bad. I just said that I beg to differ. It's not, you know, it's not good far as timing and what you have to do to maintain it. So we have to put other things in place. We have to plan appropriately.
Okay. More at 11, folks.
Okay, well, that's my opinion.
What have
you know?
Everyone is entitled to an opinion.
Well, thank you, because now we're in a society where people, you know, if we have an adverse opinion, we can't state what we believe or what we think. You know, everything is, you know, under scrutiny. I just said I beg to differ.
I will agree with you on that point.
And I have some strong opinions about some hair, politics, and everything else.
We are in a society where...
You're making me have a hot flash right now. Go ahead.
I beg to differ that you're having a hot flash.
Okay, well, you're going to see the sweat popping off my brow.
No, we are in a society where if you have a difference of opinion, it comes up as if you're being negative or combative when it's just really, I just don't agree. And I think we as a society haven't figured out how to agree to disagree. Either you're on one side or you're the enemy, but it's like that's not how you have progression or progress in the world.
That's true, and we can get along. Just because I have a difference of opinion does not mean that we can't get along.
Mm-hmm. What's one thing that we have a difference of opinion about?
A lot of things.
Like, what's one thing that comes to mind?
How we manage life situations and how we treat people. I like to treat people I just like to be
You too
more
nice for my
That's
taste.
it. Yeah, she says I'm too nice. But, you have a different hand.
I'm trying to be nicer, but you just be nice. Like,
Why shouldn't we not be nice to people?
I mean, you should be nice, but I just think that people will just be trying to take
advantage?
Yeah, take advantage of you.
And some people do, and it's okay. But,
it's never okay for people to take advantage of you.
They think they're taking advantage. Now, remember, I've been in the game for a minute. Mm-hmm. So, I know what people are doing and I know how they operate. But I choose to be nice and I choose to be kind because that's something that I believe my God respect. And I think that there's favor that comes along with that. When you love people in spite of unconditional love, and when you treat people kindly, even your enemies. So therefore, it's something that's very difficult to do, but nevertheless, I think that there's favor there. And I'm not saying this is right for everybody, mm-hmm. but what I'm saying is I'm working on that, and I choose to intentionally operate in kindness and love.
Well, I ain't got to that point yet.
And you will.
Anybody can get it. Actually, no, I've gotten better. I had an incident.
I want to say you have.
Actually, I want to report the news. I am back at work.
Oh.
Shout out to you being employed. Because this one was over here tripping. She was bugging out.
I was not tripping, DeMira.
You were. You said Pierre was like, I think I'm I'm preparing just in case I got to get a second job because you ain't working yet. And I'm like, I'm fine.
Life is about preparation and preparing. See, that's the difference right there. This generation, my generation, believe in preparing and making sure things stay intact no matter what you have to do. Now, this new generation is like, hey, whatever comes. No, you prepare for success.
Well, I'm not saying whatever come. I mean, I prepare, but, it's only so much that I can do. I believe the God I serve is going to make sure that I'm good. And we Gucci.
And didn't he do that?
Came through for you, girl.
He came through. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm back at work. And so, it's just been a little interesting being back and kind of having a different perspective of my environment and, just having some time away. And so what I'm realizing is that, a lot of the work that I've done, I guess, to, be better, if that makes sense, because before I was a little rough around the edges. I'm still a little rough around the edges, but what I'm realizing is that you have to have a sense of empathy for people,
compassion,
because how people treat you is a reflection of how they feel about themselves.
Okay. And
I just had not an incident, but it's the new year and I'm out here trying to be slim thick for the summer because Hot Girl Summer was taken from me 2019, so I'm coming for all mines in 2020. Okay. So I've been back working out and, trying to have a consistent, gym routine and, eat right. And she has...
Me too.
...started to work out as well.
Me too.
Why did you start to work out?
Because the doctor called me talking about they want to put me on some medication. And I said, no, I'm not doing that. I have to put in the work. So I'm believing as I put in the work, I'm not getting on no medication.
I feel that, sis.
So my thing is I have to put away the cake. I have to put away, those things that are high in sugar and, fat is sweet and I like it. I like that little fat on my steak. So all of that, I got to do away with that. Mm-hmm. So, but I have been working out and everything is good and I love it. And actually, I find myself with more energy and a better attitude. I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning. Follow me on Facebook. It is finished.
Follow us, because I think
I have some live videos.
At some point, I think we're gonna try to do this workout thing together, but I'm not fully convinced yet. But we'll figure it out. But anyway,
we got to work out together.
Oh, we don't have to.
We can do it. We can do it.
No, it's fine. We don't have to.
No, I want to, but I have special needs.
This is where it gets interesting. What are your special needs?
I need to take breaks whenever I want to. And I don't need no pushing.
Most of your workouts can't consist of breaks. Like, that defeats the purpose. But do you? I got my own thing that I do too, so I ain't judging, but I understand. So at some point, we're going to get together, we're going to do a workout. Okay. So stay in touch. We're going to figure it out. Maybe we'll start a workout challenge. The Life is a Mother workout challenge.
Oh, I think we'll like that.
Yeah. Let us know if you guys want to join.
Okay.
Maybe we can find a sponsor for it, all that
That'd
good
be
stuff. We'll figure
good.
something out.
Okay, I think I like that.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
that's a
I've
good
been
idea.
working out, trying to, get together and, kind of manage my eating. And so I haven't been eating any bread or any rice. So I've been very, high protein type stuff. So I went to Chipotle for lunch one day, and I've been getting the kids meals at Chipotle. Now Chipotle, these kids meals are a really good portion. I'm like, I don't know what kids are eating this, but this is a lot of food for a kid.
Okay.
I was pretty full, so I've been getting the kids meals at Chipotle. And so on this particular day, I was with a coworker, and so the young lady who was taking the orders, she was a little discombobulated. And so it hit me that maybe, she was new. Mm-hmm. So I, walk up to the window. I'm like, I want a build your own taco plate kids meal. And she calls the manager over. And the manager comes over and she's reading me these rules. Like, well, if you get this, it's going to be extra. It only comes with this. It's going to be extra. All of this stuff is going to be extra. And so I was just kind of annoyed because I'm like, one, I'm hungry. Two, you're telling me information that I didn't ask for. I didn't ask for anything extra. Like, that's it. Like, okay, I get it. And so my response to her was, thank you, I can read. And so my coworker, and she looked at, and the lady who was taking my order looked at me, and I guess what I said was rude. And the way I said it was rude, but I didn't mean for it to come off as rude. It was just more so like, why are you telling me this stuff? Like, I know how to read. Like, thank you. And so what I realized is that I responded from a place of defense.
Yes.
And so the way that I came off and my tone was rude. It was rude. And I wanted to apologize to her. Like, the girl ran off and she didn't come back to the line. My coworker was like, this girl probably quit her job today. I was like, oh my God, like, that is so terrible. But later, just realized, I'm like, I didn't mean to be rude to that girl. I didn't have to respond in that way, but I was responding out of defense because to me, it almost seemed like she was trying to deter me from what I wanted to do. And it's like, thank you.
Well, can I say something?
I can read.
Can I say something to you? I honestly want to say it that I really see you putting in the work. And so I want to compliment you on that. You're putting in the work to be more kind, to be more gentle, and I really
Sometimes
respect
I don't
that.
be liking it.
And I understand that, but we all have a work to do. And so I just want to let you know, as your mother, I see you, and I think that you're putting in the work, and I'm
did
very
my
happy.
work.
Yeah.
My name is DeMira Pierre. I went from home to homelessness to a lawyer. I did my work. No, I'm just joking. So just realizing that in that instant, I was like, oh, like, I responded from a place of defense rather than a place of, like, understanding when, it's probably, hundreds of people a day ordering kids meal who, rack up a big bill, and then by the end of it, they're like, oh, well, I don't want it. So, like, I think for me, it's just having a better understanding of who I am and, how I go out into the world. Mm-hmm. And so it's just an interesting,
being mindful.
Yeah, it's just an interesting thing because a lot of the times, when you're dealing with people, like, you just don't know what is going on. And so that was a real eye-opening experience for me because I'm like, oh, well, I guess that makes sense. And I was talking to my therapist about it, and I was like, yeah, I don't think I can go back to that Chipotle. And she was like, are you serious? I was like, yeah, kind of. And she was like, well, you could go back and apologize.
I was like,
I don't care that much. It's fine. It's Chipotle, whatever. But anyway, so that was something that came up for me.
Well,
like
I said, I do see you putting in the work, and I'm very proud of you. And so life is a journey, DeMira. And, some things, lessons in life, you're not going to get to later, but at least I think you're getting this one and you're working on it. And that goes for anything, far as our weight, far as our attitude. We may not be perfect, but at least we're putting in the work. I'm putting in the work to get my best body at 50.
No, you told me you was trying to get your insurance body.
Oh, yeah.
That is hilarious
body.
to me. She said, I'm trying to get my insurance body. I said, that's a whole nother level right there.
Yeah, because, they want to charge you higher rates when you overweight and when you unhealthy. So I have a motivation. People have various motivations in life, and mine is to get a good insurance rate.
Pro tip, make sure you get a good insurance rate and policy while you're young.
Yes.
So you can get a good rate and get a good, what is it? The benefit, what is it called?
What? The amount of coverage?
The amount of coverage, yeah. Like, you can get...
Especially for those of you who have
Talk
children.
to the people about insurance.
No, I'm not an insurance agent, but I'm just saying.
Anyway, get you some good insurance.
When you're young, you need to get your insurance, and that's it. Especially if you have children and you have a family, that's about protecting your family. You have to be accountable. So that's all I want to say on that. And yes, I am going to get my insurance body.
Yeah.
No.
All right. So moving on, like I said, I had a surprise for us that came over the holidays. So I'm excited about this surprise that someone sent us. So let me get it.
I like surprises.
Got mailed and delivered. And
What?
all that fun
sent
stuff.
us?
Someone sent us something.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's trash. That's trash.
Okay.
Okay, so what it looks like is we got a package here.
Do you know about this?
She doesn't know.
Okay.
We got a package here from our friends over at the Red Table Talk.
The Red Table Talk?
Yep, Jada Pinkett and her crew.
I love them. I love you, Jada. And your mama.
Yeah, so they
Mamas matter. Hashtag. No.
Yeah,
Okay,
so
go ahead.
they heard about, I guess they heard about our podcast and what we were doing, and you know, they sent us over this cool little game called We Are Not Really Strangers.
Okay.
Take a look at it.
We are not strangers, DeMira.
Yeah, and so basically this game is a card game where you kind of get to learn and know each other.
Okay.
So yeah, and it came with a cool little note.
Not from the Red Table Talk crew.
It did.
Oh, I'm impressed.
It did.
Oh my God.
Oh, is it in here? Oh, here's the note.
What do it say?
Here's a note from the people, from the team.
We love you.
Yeah, so it says to build your own table, you need tools to help secure the foundation. It's not about how long you've known someone. It's about how willing you are to see them in their fullness. We hope this helps you see whoever it is in your inner circle with new eyes. You're on your journey. Play to go deeper together. Love, Jada, Gam, and Willow.
Get out of here.
So here it is. This is the note. Yeah.
From one mother to you guys. Thank you.
Yeah.
This journey has been hard. Oh, they about to make me cry with this note.
Yeah. So they sent us this cute little card game. It's called We Are Not Strangers.
Okay.
And so essentially the game is to help you kind of facilitate questions and, you know, to learn the people who are in your surroundings and in your environment. So I thought that was pretty awesome. One, that they know about us. So if you don't already follow and subscribe, y'all might want to be a part of the party because people know about us.
Oh.
And you can say, I was a fan when.
You know what?
Don't get on when we popping. You better get on now while you can still find us and call us.
And I am very touched by this, as you can see.
Really?
Yes.
You know how I be knowing
because, girl, please. But anyway, I'm touched by this because someone would take the time out of their day to encourage us. This is not just about this show, but I want to tell them thank you for encouraging me as a mother and encouraging you as my daughter. And just having that platform, the Red Table Talk, I mean, it's encouraging so many. And then for me to get something personal from them, I just want to tell them thank you out of the sincerity of my heart.
Well, there you go.
Wait a minute, I don't want to cry, but I'm very touched.
Really?
Yes, because being a mother is hard. And we try to do the best we can for our children. And I'm encouraged, and I needed to hear that today in my journey. Not just being a mother to you, but being a mother to my son. And I know mothers matter. I really do, because we are the teachers. And so I thank you for that. I thank them for that encouragement. Woo!
All right. So, I mean...
You getting ready to play the game?
No, I don't know how to play this game. It has a lot of rules. You know how I feel about rules.
But see, that's one of the things. Life has rules. And you have to play by the rules sometime in order to make progress.
Says who's?
Big DeMira, you do. Sometimes you have
Some of the greatest people in society have broken the rules.
And that's fine. But that's far in between. But you have to play by the rules sometime. I'm not saying all the time. But you have to play by the rules. At least know how the game goes.
Well, yeah, that's important. They have like a extended little pack, which is kind of just more of like a question... Just like a series of questions and cards. So we're going to just pull it out real quick.
Okay.
And just see what kind of questions are in here. Let's see. Okay. So they have level 3, reflection type questions, level 2, connection questions, and then level 1 is, let's see here. Oh, it's only 2. Perception questions.
Okay.
So we're going to answer a question from each level.
Okay.
And,
Okay.
See what goes on here. So let me separate them. Level 3 is reflection.
So how do you win the game?
I don't know. We're not playing the game. We're just answering the questions.
Okay.
We'll figure out the game on the next episode.
Okay.
Maybe we can get some guests to come and play with us.
Oh, that would be nice. I like playing cards.
Well, it's not a card game, per se. Okay. Level 2. And level 1.
Okay.
So we're going to start with level 1. So this is your card. It's my card.
Okay.
You want to go first?
Level 1, perception.
Okay.
What do you think I'm most sensitive to?
That's a good question. What do I think that you're most sensitive to?
Yes.
I would just say in terms of our relationship, or just in general.
I would say in general, in terms of our relationship, give me both.
So in terms of our relationship, I think you're most sensitive to the idea of respect and honor. You feel like as a mother, you have a certain level and a place that should just be like, it is what it is because I'm your mom. And so, yeah, that's one thing. And then just in general.
And wait a minute, let's go back to honor. So why do you think I think that concept and actions associated with it is important?
I don't know.
Because that's a biblical principle.
Okay.
And there's benefits and favor to those that honor their parents and honor their mother. And so remember, I want the best for you. So I'm constantly teaching you how to be the best and get victory in this life. So that's why I try to make sure you understand the concept of honor and respect. That goes a long way in life. Not just in our relationship, but in the workplace, when you get a husband, it's just a lot there. And I want you to learn that and value that and take it to heart.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's it. That's all I'll say in terms of our relationship. In general, I'm not really sure what you're just sensitive to in general.
I am most sensitive to those things that I perceive as being injustice.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. Those things that are unjust to people. People who are oppressed, systems that purposely oppress people. I think I'm very sensitive to that. And the only reason why I think I am is because I was a victim of that. I was a victim of injustice, and I was a victim of being oppressed. And so I'm highly sensitive to that. And yeah. So now you know.
Now I know.
I was a victim. This book tells you all about my journey and how injustice, almost took my life and the life of my children. I wrote this book so people can understand it is finished, pushing out the SHIT.
Pushing out the shit.
DeMira, it does. You're using it. I know, but you're using it as profanity.
I'm saying the name of your book. I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, thank you. But anyway, so I want injustice. Having to go through the criminal justice system, not having a criminal record, and yet people pushing it. Was it based on my color? Was it based because I was a female? I don't know, but I do know that I suffered, and it was a lot of SHIT going on. And so I'm very sensitive to that. I set up in that system for over 7 years, and I seen people come and go. I seen women that was totally disrespected by the judicial system. I seen favor be given to people who had lawyers versus those that did not have lawyers. And the whole system, the family law courts and how they take, it's just a system that is broken. So I'm very sensitive to injustice, and I observed it for over 7 years. So I'm not saying that I'm an expert, but one thing I do know, I heard some things and I seen some things, and people are being oppressed, and injustice is real on a lot of different levels, based on your race, based on your sex. I heard it and I seen it. So I'm very sensitive to that. And I know it's a lot of innocent people that are sitting in jail now because of a lie. And the only thing that society would tell you, ask me, because I know. I'm sorry. And you done spent thousands and thousands of dollars. Your families are broken. You're broken mentally, emotionally, and all they have to offer you is, I'm sorry.
We don't want no sorry. Anyway, kick off your Black History Month with that. It is finished pushing out the shit.
By you and yours. All right.
Anyway, moving on. Okay, so my question. What do you think my main love language is? That's a good question.
I believe your main love language is words of affirmation.
I like talk nice to me, daddy.
And
talk nice to me.
Wait a minute, hold on.
Okay,
hold on. Wow. Okay, anyway, words of affirmation and also quality time. That's your secondary.
Yeah, that's true. I like to be told that I'm the bomb, and I like quality time. Like if I'm spending time with you and there's a distraction, I will be upset.
Yes.
I will be highly upset. There's been several times where me and my mom are hanging out and the phone will ring and she will answer it, and
Hello?
I will be like, what?
Yes.
Like, who's more important than me? Like, I'm here.
Okay, can
I'm the only person you need to talk
again?
to.
I have a lot of apologies. I apologize.
This is
for
my
that.
sorry for 2004. You were
Listen,
stutter over here.
So, the only thing that I can say about that, when you're not living life being mindful, and when you're not living life not being compassionate to the underlying needs of someone else, that happens. And so all I can say is I'm so sorry for those times where we were spending time together and I took a call or I ran out on you or whatever the case may be. I'm guilty. But
all right. Well,
the goal
we're
is to
moving
be better.
forward. And
Yes.
we're trying to be better. Okay, so those are level 1 questions.
Okay.
Level 2, let's ante it up a little bit.
Okay. All right. What's brought you the most unexpected joy recently?
Okay, so it was maybe about a month ago. I was still off work, and so there's a new Torito by my house. And so usually I don't get to, go out for lunch during the day, during weekdays. That's what rich people do, eat lobster and take hikes during the day. But I was on Facebook, and I saw that this El Torito was having like a grand opening party, and they were like free tacos. And I love tacos. Like tacos are that's my thing. So I made an effort and went to El Torito, and they were really free tacos. Like it wasn't without purchase. It was like come up, all you can eat tacos. And I sat in El Torito and ate tacos, and that was like the best time of my life. Like within that month, and I was just like, I didn't know I would be so happy about these tacos. And I don't think it was the tacos. I think it was just more so of like I got to enjoy something for free, because like ain't nothing in the world free. And I was just like, yeah, I'm eating these tacos.
So what do you think about people in society who just want something like housing, something like clothing, something like food, and people come and they give to them freely with no expectation, meeting that need?
I mean, I think if they feel any way that I felt about those tacos, then that's a huge, feeling. Because I was just more so like, man, like this is great. Like I felt like I had came up on something.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't come up on things often. I usually kind of work for most of the stuff. Anything that I want, I usually get it myself. Like it's never anything someone like freely gives to me. And so the tacos was a big thing for me.
And I think, El Torito is practicing a principle. It's better to give than receive. And see, the thing about it, when you think about tacos, it's not about, what you've read, but it's about that emotion and that feeling that was attached to those tacos. So when you think about tacos, what you gonna think about?
A good time. Tacos are always a good time.
You're gonna think about El Torito.
Eating tacos.
You're gonna think about El Torito because they gave you something free.
Let me just be clear. I was very hesitant about going to El Torito to begin with, because when we went to El Toritos like when I was younger, and it was so nasty to me.
Oh yeah.
The water was like The
That
water
one is not
tastes
the
like
best.
tap
I know
water.
which
It
one
was
you're
not
talking about.
good. I'm like, I would never eat here again. And that was over 15
Okay.
years ago. And so when I seen El Torito pop up with these free tacos, I was like, all right, I'm gonna try it. Maybe they got something different. So me and El Torito, we might be back together. Holla at your girl. Yeah. So that was something that brought me joy. Okay. So your question.
Okay.
Who in your life do you feel you can be your most vulnerable with and explain?
Wow. I think I can be my most vulnerable with. I have friends. I know people are expecting me to say maybe your husband. And I think we're on the journey to get there. But right now, currently, I would say I have a couple of girlfriends that, and not only female, but I have one friend that's a male. And I believe I can, trust him with information and I can be vulnerable. They've known me for a long time, one ever since I was 12 years old. And the other ones have known me ever since I was, 14? So I can be myself.
That's nice
I
to
can
have
let
people
my hair down.
be
and I
yourself
can,
around because it's really hard to find people who just kind of just let you be yourself without judgment and you feel safe.
Yeah,
So.
so I think I have at least two people I can go to and I consider them to be safe people and I don't have to pretend.
All right, nice. All right, so those two. All
Level
right.
3.
Level 3.
We're up in the ante. Here we go.
This is the last one for this portion here.
Wildcard.
Is it really a wild card?
Yeah, that's what it said.
That's it? No question?
Yeah, I have a question.
Oh.
Finish the sentence. Thank you for blank. Both. I have to finish the sentence and you have to finish the sentence.
Okay.
It has both players. You want to go first? Thank you for.
Thank you for being a friend. No.
I'm aspiring to be that. Continue.
Thank you. Thank you. I just want to say thank you for just being a good mom to me. Yeah, I think I told you this before. I was like, I don't think I want to have children because I think you you set the standard pretty high when it comes to sacrifice and patience. And I'm like, I ain't got it, sis. So yeah, so thank you for being an example of God's tangible love to me.
You're welcome, DeMira, and that means a lot to me. And I want to say thank you for putting in the work to better yourself. And when I say to better yourself, there's certain things in life that I have attempted to teach you, and I think you didn't get it, but now I see you're getting some things, and so thank you for putting in the work to mature. Thank you for putting in the work to be kind. Thank you for putting in the work to love and to love me.
All right. You're welcome. All right. My last question here. All right. This is a good one. What are you proudest of me for?
I am most proud of you because, I am most proud of you because, like I said, I believe you're putting in the work. I think that you're moving from a place of immaturity to maturity. You're growing and developing in areas of accountability. And I think you've been accountable in some areas, but I'm talking about the emotional accountabilities. And so I'm proud of you. I'm most proud of you for that.
All right.
Because now one thing about it, and this is for everybody out there, this is some mother advice right here. You can have a job, you can have a family, but what's going to help you maintain your job is your character. If you have good character, you can maintain your job and you can maintain your position, you can maintain your family. If you have poor or bad character, and we could talk about that more, you can lose it all. And so I want to say thank you for working on your character. That's important in life, and that goes for everybody.
Well, there you have it. So we just did some questions from We Are Not Really Strangers. So shout out again to the crew over at the Red Table Talk for us, sending us this cool little package here. Yeah, so kind of moving on, as you guys can see or not see. Mama forever.
Kobe.
Yeah, we got to talk about Kobe Bryant.
And all the family and all the people, 7 other people?
Yeah. You know, it was a very unfortunate thing that happened last week, or, last week. Not sure when you guys are going to get this episode, but it was very unfortunate recently that happened. And so I think the reason why, obviously Kobe is a legend, but the impact, I didn't realize that it would have such an impact on me personally. Because I'm not gonna sit up here and act like I was a huge Kobe fan, and but I understood him later in life, like what his mentality was about, and he was like, look, like if I gotta be around a bunch of losers, I'll just do it myself, and I get that, I understand that a lot, and so just that idea was like, oh, okay, I get it, but early on I didn't get it. So him passing, it just kind of put life for me into perspective, because I think the one thing is that we all have this deity for people who, seem to be great at what it is that they do, have a lot of wealth and a lot of accomplishments. But what you don't realize is that we're all having a human experience.
Yes.
And so the one thing that we have in common as humans is that we're born and we die.
No matter if you're rich or poor.
Right. Like, you can't be like, oh, I want to buy some more time. That's it. Like, and it just goes to show you that life is really priceless.
It's priceless, and you have to live your best life now. You have to do what you was born to do. You have to find your purpose, and you have to live it out. And you have to perfect your skills and your craft in this life. Mm-hmm. Now, that's truth.
Yeah. So that was my thought about, Kobe when I heard the news. Was just more so like, man, like, I still got time left. Like, I'm still here. Like, so there's obviously something that I should be doing while I have the time here. And so the idea of Kobe passing what he did, like, he was just transitioning into retirement, and, he was ready to hit the second act. But it just really puts things into perspective, because we always talk about how, celebrities and certain people die untimely, and we're just like, man, was that really all that they were here to do? And we won't know, but what we do know is that he did have an impact when he was here,
and he had a positive impact. See, that's the key right there. He had a positive impact. Kobe was great on so many levels. He was great, and he had a lot of wisdom, I think, beyond his years. So he left his family, he left the NBA, he left this world with much wisdom. And I think when you tap into who you are, whatever industry you're in, you're going to make a positive impact.
So as a mother, kind of knowing Kobe's story and everything, like, I guess the question that I want to ask you is, like, as a mother, like, how are you able to kind of, one, identify, purpose in your child, and what can you do to help kind of move them toward that?
Number one, how did I identify the gifts in my children, especially you? A lot of prayer, and also, that's why I'm Mama P, a lot of prayer. And the Lord will reveal things to you, and not only will he reveal, but he says watch as well as pray. If you're not watching anything else in this life, you should be watching your children. You should be watching to see what they're good at, what they like, what they excel in. And I think that's how I was able to identify. I watched and I asked God about certain things. Remember, 0 to 5 years are very important. What you plant in the heart of your children is very important. What you expose them to is very important. And so I think that's how I identify them.
Yeah, so it was very unfortunate. I definitely want to know what went on that helicopter, because it's a lot of details that are still being speculated on. So
I have a theory.
What did you?
I think it was a power play there.
You think somebody killed him?
No, I didn't say.
I think somebody killed him.
No, please, DeMira, nobody killed that man. But I think it was a power play, because I think if you have a veteran pilot and he knows the weather conditions, I just believe that he may have said, and this is just me, it's not good to fly. And somebody said, we pressing forward and we're moving on. We got to get to the game.
I'm just saying, I don't want to make this a race thing, but Kobe was the only black person on that plane. Had it been another brother or sister, they would have been like, nah, fam. I'm gonna catch up with y'all
I'm not
later.
going there.
We ain't getting on the plane. That's just me.
I think it was a power play, and I think someone should have, listened to themselves and just followed basic format of flying. And I think somewhere down the line, it was a power play. We going.
Yeah.
And because you have this big personality, and you have this, people like, okay, yeah, we can do this. But we got to make good decisions every time. That was a power play move.
Oh no, so yeah, again, hopes and thoughts and prayers to all the people and the victims of that tragic incident. But we are going to go ahead and wrap up the show. I think we had a pretty good show back.
You think so? Okay.
Yeah, well, it was good.
Well, I am just very happy, and that was the best gift.
Good.
And I want to say thank you once again.
Well, yeah, I'll let them know when I talk to Jada and them.
Okay, hey Jada. And hashtag Moms Matter. I love your mother. I love you, Jada, but I love your mother.
All right, so we promised that we're going to do this segment, the Honesty Zone.
Woo!
So last time, if you haven't watched, make sure you guys go follow and subscribe and watch the other episodes. My mother asked me a question, and she asked me, I can't remember what she asked me, but whatever it was an interesting question. Make sure you go watch. So this time, it's my turn to ask.
I'm on the hot seat.
A question.
Whew.
And so she has 1 minute to answer the question honestly and truthfully. So here we go. The honesty zone. So I'm going to ask the question, and you have a minute to answer. Okay?
Okay.
All right.
Can I have more than a minute if I need it?
No.
Go ahead.
All right. So the question that I have.
No sensitivity. Go ahead.
The question that I have.
Is it about sex?
No. I don't ever want to talk to you about sex.
See? Ooh, I can't wait till
Next
my time.
episode.
The next episode. I can't wait.
Don't do this.
Yes.
Come
Go
on.
ahead.
We might have to end this segment
Okay.
now.
Ask me a question.
Okay. So the question that
Ask me a question, girl. I'm
Okay,
ready.
the question the
Okay.
question that I have is, do you think that you've been the best mother to me?
I think I have been the best mother to you based on the information that I had available to me throughout your developmental stages in life.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I have given you my best. I think that when I made the commitment to have you, I intentionally wanted to give you my best. I was a young mom, and I gave you my best based on the information that I received. And I tried to implement everything to the best of my ability. So yes, I was the best mom, and I was intentional about being that. Not saying that I did everything right, but what I am saying, based on the information that I had, I did my best and I gave you my best. I think my parenting style was a little passive, and that's because I had my mom and my dad at some point that was assisting me with her, and while I went to school, while I worked, or whatever the case may be. But I think I should have been a little bit more mindful about teaching her respect and honor early on in life, and not allowing certain things to get a pass, and being consistent with being
That's your
passive.
time. Time's up.
Okay. That's it?
That's it.
You're not going to ask me a sex question?
No. We're done. That's it. No, I'm not. All right, so that was the honesty zone. I'm glad you guys were able to stick around for this episode.
Well, you know what my question going to be for you in the next episode.
I'm already sick about it.
We're going to have this question.
If you guys want to join in the conversation, make sure you guys share, download, and subscribe. LifeIsAMutha on Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, Google Play, Apple iTunes, Fox Player. Follow me at itsme_DDP.
And you can follow me at It Is Finished on Facebook. And I just want to say something as it relates to the Super Bowl. And I want to give a shout out to...
No, we're done.